Okay, magnetic force. Suppose consider a north pole and south pole. In between north pole and south pole there exists an magnetic field. Okay, now we place a charge q, say plus q charge, okay, moving with the velocity v in particular magnetic field, then force on a charge q is F is equal to q v b. Okay, force is depend on charge particle, velocity of charge particle and magnetic field. If we increase the velocity of charge particle, then force will increase. If we increase the magnetic field, force will increase. Okay, the same formula in vector form we can write F bar is equal to minus E V bar cross B bar. Okay, in general we can write F bar M is equal to Q V bar cross B bar. Okay, now consider any charge, say capital plus Q charge, present at a distance r from this particular small q charge. Okay, this particular capital Q charge, near the charge Q there exists an electric field. Each and every point there exists an electric field. At this particular point also exists an electric field like this. Okay, and due to the electric field, force on a charge q due to this particular capital Q charge is given by F bar is equal to Q times E bar. Okay, so if magnetic field as well as electric field both are exist to this particular charge q, then total force is given by, if both electric and magnetic field are present, and net force on the charge q moving with velocity v is q e bar plus q v bar cross b bar. Okay, so total force due to electric force and magnetic force are called as Lorentz force. Okay, now there are interesting consequences of Lorentz force. Okay, so force due to magnetic field on a charge moving with the velocity v is given by F bar M is equal to Q V bar cross B bar. Okay, this formula we can write F bar is equal to Q V P sin theta. Okay, sin theta is angle between V and B. V nothing but velocity of charge particle and B nothing but the magnetic field. Okay, now if V bar and B bar are parallel to each other, means angle between V bar vector and B bar vector is 0, then force is becomes 0. Okay, sin 0 is 0, so force becomes 0. Or if the particle in a magnetic field, sorry, the velocity of charge particle in magnetic field is 0, then force is also 0. Okay, V bar is equal to 0 and force becomes 0. Okay, now if angle between V bar and B bar is 90 degree, then maximum force is act on a charge q moving with velocity V bar. Okay, if angle between V bar and B bar is 90 degree or they are perpendicular each other, then maximum force will act. Okay, now velocity is along velocity of charge particle is along the I cap and magnetic field is along the j cap. Suppose magnetic field along the j cap, so what is the direction of force? So I cross j is equal to k, so force is along k cap. So if you know the velocity of charge particle and magnetic field direction, then we can find the direction of force easily. Now if we look carefully to this particular I, j and k is perpendicular to I, k is perpendicular to j. From we conclude that force is perpendicular to V and force is perpendicular to B. Okay, okay. Force is perpendicular to V. Now we try to find a dot product of between force and velocity vector v. So f bar dot v bar is equal to f bar dot v bar cos of theta. F and v are perpendicular to each other, so theta is equal to 90. So cos 90 is 0. So f bar dot v bar is 0. Dot product between magnetic force and velocity of charged particle is 0. Similarly, f dot b becomes 0. Okay. Magnetic force Fm perpendicular to the displacement, and hence magnetic force never does any work on a moving charge. Magnetic force and displacement of charged particle, they are perpendicular to each other. So work done on a moving charge due to magnetic field is 0. Okay. The magnetic force may change the direction of motion of charged particle, but they can never affect the speed. Okay.